Hello, Eastern Edge. Hello, friends. I'm sitting in my closet in the dark, staring at the screen of my laptop. I've looked at my archive and I thought I was going to share with you some of the highlights of my residency at Eastern Edge through the Hold Fast Festival. It was during the summer of 2017, where I started this body of work called Becoming Invisible. I've looked through photographs, good memories. Becoming Invisible is a video piece. Became a video piece and an installation piece. A 9-minute video. You saw the work in process. You never saw the final result. Had transformed a gallery space into a studio, kind of a fictitious natural history museum. I was gathering stuff from nature, pebbles, feathers, water from the Tetley Pond, and I was giving it a new interpretation, taxonomy. I had brought with me a hand-felted peregrine falcon. And right before coming to Newfoundland, I read the book H is for Hawk from Helen MacDonald. So all of those ideas of falconry were in my mind. Falconry. It's a strange universe. The bird of prey will never be fully tamed. It's always terribly afraid of humans. So in the book H is for Hawk, Helen MacDonald, she decided to get back to falconry after the death of her father. As a child, she was a young falconer and she stopped. And after her dad passed away, she decided to get a new bird, a wild bird. And the book describes this interspecies connection that she's trying to build as she's grieving the death of her father. So it's in her book that I've learned that birds of prey are terribly afraid of humans. They can never be tamed. They are not like a pet. They don't need to be pet. They don't need humans. So why creating this interspecies relationship? So the bird gets slowly accustomed to the human after staying on its fist for hours and days. But every time the falconer let go of the bird while they're hunting together, the bird can choose not to come back. And that I thought was very odd. Why investing so much of your love, of your time, trying to create a bond with another species and living with this fear that the animal could decide to move away and not to return? So that was the trigger of this video, of this research on falconry. So I made a felted bird, and in the video I'm trying to tamed a bird, which is quite absurd because it's an inanimate object. But this absurdity goes beyond that fake bond, artificial bond. It was for me a way to also address how we fetishize animals and nature and our connection with them. So as the bird was terribly afraid of me, I started by camouflaging myself under a large photographic print. And then I removed layers, and then slowly I removed the hood of the bird. And then I take some gum from my mouth that I chew loudly and start gluing semi-precious stones on the head of the bird. And here we're staring at each other. Every time that I work with animals, I'm addressing interspecies relationship. But it could also be read as a relationship we have between humans. I could ask the same question. Why building friendship if you know that any time you could lose this person? Becoming invisible addressed my own anxiety about loss, about grieving, my own disappearance, but also grieving friends, family members. The piece, the sound piece is not the actual sound of the video. It was reperformed in studio, which was quite fun, I have to say. So I've became my own Foley artist, chewing, opening and closing boxes, crimpling papers. And to me that became a reference to the world of documentary film, nature film, and how they are recreating sounds in studio as well. But as a viewer, we believe of all of those sounds that are true, but actually they're not. Quite often they're not. Sometimes the sound you hear is not even the actual sound the animal makes. Like an elephant. In movies, if you see an elephant walking, it makes this loud stomping. But in actuality, because of its spongious feet, you wouldn't even hear the footstep of an elephant. But what would be more believable? In our collective imagination, an elephant is this big, noisy beast. So it makes sense that in a video it makes a loud sound. Anyway, so there you go. The video is 9 minutes in different tableaus where you see me interacting with this felted bird, this peregrine falcon, that came and visited you in Newfoundland, stayed with me for the full summer in the gallery space. Bye, and enjoy the movie.